Booker has been killing it these playoffs, and the question begs to ask, is he the next Kobe Bryant? We're going to answer that right after the bumper. What's happening, everybody? Jeff Lightsy Jr. here with the Black Boss Channel and Victory Formation. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because we upload every single day. Devin Booker is out there killing it. He went crazy in game one against the Los Angeles Clippers. 40-point triple-double. They take the 1-0 series lead. He's also just been killing it in general these entire playoffs, including putting the Lakers away, sweeping away the Denver Nuggets, and now taking a 1-0 series lead over the Los Angeles Clippers. 3 games away from making the NBA Finals for the first time in his career. And this is pretty remarkable because Devin Booker had never been to the playoffs before this year. Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns have been very irrelevant. Then they go out and sign Chris Paul, and then Devin Booker finally gets his opportunity to prove that he can play at the highest level on the biggest and brightest stages, and he's exceeding expectations. The man's been at a 25-point per game score over the last several years, but on this stage, the lights get a little brighter. Like people don't always show up like they're supposed to, and Devin Booker has proven that, hey, I'm not a guy that you thought I was. I'm better than even you expected. You, as in me, as in Jeff Lightsy Jr., thinking this man wasn't all that good. A couple weeks ago, I said Devin Booker could potentially be just a light-skinned version of Carmelo Anthony. And now we're getting comparisons to Kobe Bryant. I say slow the roll on the Kobe Bryant comparisons. Here's why. One, this is Devin Booker's first postseason run. For the first 5 years of his career, the man couldn't get his team out, couldn't get his team out the lottery. Like they were in the lottery dang near every year. They went 8-0 in the bubble last year, and that propelled the momentum into this season. Not to mention the acquisition of Chris Paul. We're not going to act like CP3 and getting him on your team doesn't change the landscape of your team. Your team is totally different when Chris Paul comes and joins the squad. And that's exactly what happened to the Phoenix Suns. If we were picking MVPs off the Phoenix Suns, I'm pretty sure Chris Paul finished higher than Devin Booker in the MVP running. Chris Paul was the one in the top 5 of the MVP voting, not Devin Booker. There's no knock to Devin Booker, though. He's still only 24 years old. He still is a dog. He still is a killer. And once again, he is exceeding expectations in these playoffs. I don't know what your expectations were for Devin Booker in these playoffs, but I don't think a 40-point triple-double was on your mind. It dang sure wasn't on my mind in the conference finals. I don't think the performance he put in game 6 against the Lakers when he had another 38, 39 points and putting LeBron and them to bed, not giving them a chance, an inkling of hope at all of winning that game and making a game 7? Not at all. Devin Booker was the reason that door was slammed shut because that man was playing out of his mind. And then obviously the 4-0 sweep of the Denver Nuggets, they ain't even mess around with them. They just got them up out of here. Not a gentleman's sweep, just a legit sweep. Go on somewhere. So that is why Devin Booker is so impressive. That is why Devin Booker is someone who is getting these Kobe Bryant comparisons. Not to mention the fact he always references Kobe as his mentor. We remember Devin Booker got those signed Kobe sneakers, the signed Kobe's during Kobe's final year in LA. We also remember when Devin scored 70 points in a game. Kobe was very impressed, and people were giving the comparisons to Kobe because they're both around 6'6". The biggest difference in their game is Devin has finally proven that he's a killer on the biggest stages. He hasn't gotten to the finals yet, but the conference finals, at least in game 1 and throughout his first playoff run, he's been really, really good. But Devin's got to improve the defensive side of the ball. Kobe Bryant was 12-time all-defensive player, a 9-time first-team all-defense. Hey, Devin Booker ain't nowhere near that right now. But once he can continue to shore up that side of it, that's the next step of his game. Offensively, he's got it. He can continue to improve, but he's got it. He's got a nice handle. He's got a nice three-point shot. He can score from all 3 phases of the court. Once he shores up that defensive side of the ball and is able to become more of a, hey, I got him type of defender, then I think Devin Booker status will continue to elevate. Will he ever be Kobe Bryant? Absolutely not. But just like people say Kobe was never Jordan and all of that stuff, and LeBron was never Kobe, Devin will never be Kobe. But he can be the best version of Devin Booker, and that is someone that's better than Carmelo Anthony, like the person I compared him to a couple weeks ago. but and someone who can eventually be the number one on an NBA championship squad. He can end up doing it this year. You know, the Brooklyn Nets are gone, LeBron James and the Lakers are gone, thanks to Devin Booker. And you got the hurt, crippling Clippers. Now, let's not act like Devin and them ain't doing it without CP3. They're doing it without their MVP candidate. So you can take out the Clippers, and you will see a Milwaukee team or an Atlanta Hawks team. So the lane is there for Devin and the Phoenix Suns and Monty Williams and potentially Chris Paul, as long as he's, knock on wood, he's not sick or anything, to make it happen and win an NBA championship, and that will elevate Devin Booker's status in this entire league. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, I'm Jeff Lightsy Jr. with the Black Boss Channel and Victory Formation. Follow us on Instagram at VF Sports Show. That's where you can see where I called Devin Booker Carmelo Anthony a couple weeks ago and all kinds of stuff. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe on your way out. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Peace.